Hello students, I am here to continue the topic that is the chapter that is control and coordination, chapter number 7 of your NCERT book. In the previous video we learned about the structure of neuron and the conduction of the nerve impulse. The structure of neuron, the conduction of nerve impulse, the receptors, their sense organs, receptors, etc. we learned in the previous video. Now in this video we are going to continue the topic. And the topic which is there in your NCERT book is the reflex action and the reflex arc. Okay. So what is this reflex action, this reflex arc? Before that, I'm going to talk about the actions which are performed by our body. The two type of actions which are performed by our body. The first type of action is the voluntary actions, and the another one is the involuntary actions. In the 9th class we studied that voluntary actions are those actions which can be done by the body by its own. The will is involved in it. What is will? We can perform this action by our own. The voluntary actions. We can have control on it. Voluntary actions which have control on it. These are what called the actions which are performed by the body by our will, which we have control on it. Those actions are called voluntary actions. But there are some actions, for example the beating of heart, for example the movement of the food in the digestive tract. These all actions are involuntary actions because we don't have any control on them. Okay, now if for example I am writing something, or I am moving here and there, or I am shaking my hand like this. Okay, these all actions are voluntary because I have control on it. But there are actions, I told you previously, that which don't have control, the actions in which we don't have any control, they are called involuntary actions. So these reflex actions are involuntary actions. These are what called involuntary actions. So reflex actions are what? Involuntary actions performed by our body to avoid unwanted situation. But it is a sudden action. This is very important. This is involuntary sudden. Sudden is the very key word here. So involuntary sudden action performed by our body to avoid a particular situation, or quick response from our body is known to be as the reflex action. Very quick response to a stimuli. I am giving you one example. Let us suppose if somebody put his hand on a hot plate. Now what happened? He suddenly removed the hand from that hot object. Or if somebody is throwing chalk towards you, in the classroom, if somebody is throwing chalk towards you, then what would happen? You put your face or you put your body away from that chalk. Why? Because if your body is there, then surely that chalk may be harm to your body. Now in the cricket also, if the catch is coming to you suddenly, then what do? You put your hand on the direction of the ball, and surely you catch it. Or sometimes it won't. You won't be able to it. No problem. But that action which is suddenly performed by you, the action which is very suddenly performed by you is known to be as reflex action. There are many examples. There are many examples of the reflex action. The actions performed by involuntary sudden actions performed by our body to avoid any situation, to avoid any problem. So these are called reflex action. Now the very important thing. So what is reflex arc then? So reflex arc is the neural pathway that controls the reflex action. Or you can say the pathway which is followed by the reflex action is known to be as reflex arc. Now in the exam the question comes, what is reflex section and what is reflex arc? Now in your book the diagram is there, the hand diagram is there. So I made it short. The diagram I made it short, very concise diagram I made for you here. Now what is the path followed by the reflex section? What is the path followed by the reflex section? Now I think you can able to see this diagram. Otherwise, if you're not able to see, I already posted in the group this thing. So the receptors are there. Now these receptors are going to sense the stimuli. Then from the receptors, the sensory neurons are there. Sensory neurons. Now these sensory neurons passes the signal to the spinal cord. Now in the previous video I told you that there is a brain and there is a spinal cord. There is a brain and the spinal cord. Now these two covers the CNS, that is the central nervous system. I told you in the previous class. These two are made up of, these two comprises the CNS, that is the central nervous system. Now, so the message is going to process here. The message is going to process in this brain, and sometimes the message in this section, sometimes the message process in the spinal cord also. I am telling you how. So in the reflex arc or performing the reflex section, there is a very important role of the spinal cord. I am going to tell you how. Now, when the reflex section is, or the stimulus for the reflex action is sensed by these receptors, then the sensory neurons passes the signal to the spinal cord, and suddenly the spinal cord took the action, and then from the motor neuron, the message passed to the effector cells that what has to be done. Now let us suppose a mosquito is biting here. In my hand, in this hand, the mosquito is biting. Now here the skin is the receptor. From the skin, the sensory neurons passes to the spinal cord, and from the spinal cord there is a message goes to my effector muscles, effector muscles, to kill the mosquito or to remove the mosquito, like that. So this is the action which is performed. The reflex arc is the pathway which is followed by the reflex section. Now here the receptors are there. Receptor senses the stimuli for the reflex action. Then from the sensory neurons, the message passes to the spinal cord. From the spinal cord, there is a message comes to the effector muscles or effector muscles from the motor neuron, and these effector muscles are going to perform the action. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now, so what about the brain side? Whether the brain is involved here or not? So I think the brain is not involved in the reflex section. The brain is not involved in the reflex section. Only the spinal cord is involved in the reflex section. Only the spinal cord is involved in the reflex. So there is a question in your NCERT book also, whether the brain is involved in the reflex section or not. I'm telling you, in some references the answer is yes, but I'm telling you the answer is no. Why? Because if the message goes to the brain, then it becomes so delayed. Then the message comes so delayed. So there is a need for sudden response from the body. And if the message goes to the brain, then it becomes so late. The message comes so late to the effector muscles. So that is the reason the brain is not involved there. For example, let us say if I'm talking with my cell phone and suddenly the cell phone slips, suddenly my hand comes, that is a reflex action, and if that message goes to the brain and brain processes the message and then my hand comes, then surely this mobile is going to be fall, the cell phone is going to be fall on the ground. If somebody is throwing chalk towards you, if that message first goes to the brain, if it is not a sudden action, it goes to the brain and brain thinks, and then surely the chalk is going to hit you. So this is the thing. If you are going for a catch, and that stimulus or that message goes to your brain, and from the brain the message comes, surely the catch is not there. The ball is going to be punched. So these are the reflex section, and the path which is followed by the reflex section is known to be as the reflex arc. And in the board exam, don't make the that is my personal advice to you. You can make this diagram also for the reflex. So in the board exam, you can follow this thing. I think this diagram is good enough for you for the reflex arc. Now in this video, what we have learned. We have learned that what is reflex section, and we have learned that what is reflex arc. So in the next video, we are going to talk about the human brain and its parts and their function. Thank you for that.